Hey, how is everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. As you see by the title, I guess the Minnesota Vikings are going to decide to restructure Kirk's contract, adding more years to the deal, but also giving Minnesota more cap space, according to Adam Schefter. And also, apparently Kirk Cousins was a huge influence, and he was vouching for Kevin O'Connell to get the head coaching job. So pretty much all the speculation that I've been having about, Kenny Pickett, Deshaun Watson, I think it's going to be put to bed. And I think the Vikings are going to go all in on winning next year with Kirk Cousins at the helm, which, I mean, if it's going to reduce his cap hit, I'm all in for it. I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts right now, kind of breaking news, but we're going to be breaking this down a little bit. It literally just broke, so the details are, I don't have any of them right now. The only thing I have is from that report from Schefter, but let's talk about it right now. Okay, so Kirk was slated to get $44 million last season, or next season. That was what his cap hit was supposed to be, pretty much putting the Vikings in a total bind to go get any players in free agency, because obviously you have to, I think you spend around like 8 to 12 million on draft picks every season. Then you're obviously, the Vikings are already over the cap, and you have Kirk increasing his to $44 million. So Kirk decided, I want to stay in Minnesota. I think it came down to, I think he thinks this is the number one place he thinks he can win. And I think he also understands he needs more around him. Maybe he understands, if I get my cap hit down to 30 million next year even, I can go get a right guard that I haven't had in 3 years. I can go get another tight end for Kevin O'Connell. I can have Kevin O'Connell come in and, tweak the roster a little bit, or maybe have Mike Pettin come in and say, hey, we're running this 3-4 defense. We need more linebackers. We need more, cap space to go fill out the rest of the roster. So I've been adamant on the Vikings upgrading the quarterback position. But the reason I've been so adamant on that is because of the cap space. I mean, because of the cap hit that Kirk Cousins has next season. If he's getting that down to 30 million, and the Vikings are able to retain most of their roster that they have right now, and maybe even bring in a corner or bring in another linebacker, and then continue to build through the draft, because they still have the 12th overall pick. And then you start looking around at the rest of the NFC. Brady's retiring. Question marks with Rodgers. Question marks with Russell Wilson. I'm starting to get excited, because if we can all kind of rewind back to our mindset, what it was going into this season and going into the Cincinnati game. I thought this team was special this last year. I admit I was wrong. I was completely wrong on the Vikings. I thought they were going to go 12-5, win the division barely, and I thought they were going to at least win a playoff game. And I was completely wrong. But I think the reason I was wrong was more because of the coaching staff, and more because of Mike Zimmer, Clint Kubiak, and Rick Spielman. So, hey, I'm hoping Kirk was not the reason we were bad last year, and certainly the numbers don't indicate that at all. But I'm happy for Kirk. I think this shows self-awareness. I think this shows self-awareness from the organization, because this is doing something like, when you think of winning moments, and everything in life, you have a winning moment or you have a losing moment. This is a winning move. This is all about winning. Sometimes you have moves in the NFL that are for money. You got moves that are for, political gain, social media gain. This move is about winning. And I think that's why I'm fired up. I obviously would love Deshaun Watson fully ready to go for the Minnesota Vikings. It's not like Kirk's a bad quarterback. I've always said that. He's in that Jimmy Garoppolo, Matt Ryan range. And if we could build a star-studded team around him, I mean, you're going to have me fired up, and you're going to have all the fans fired up. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. This is a video I need to hear from you guys. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Best way to support me out. Thank you guys so much. Skol Vikes.